few days, it has been really foggy, really rainy, totally a season, not a season normal. So, what I didn't think about is my solar-powered fencers don't work, and I had horses out on the road a couple days ago. So, they have been in one of the home pastures, and we need to go and move them back out now that we have some sunshine and that fencer's working. So, let's go get the horses. Hey, Ellie, should we go to the farm and get the horses? She just wants the window open all the time. There, is that better? Always happier with her nose hanging out the window. Anyway, let's get to the farm. You ever wonder what farm life is like in northern Alberta? I'm Jessica, meet my husband Thomas, and our dog Ellie, and we'll take you through a day in our lives. Let's go! Alright, so here's our last mini bulk bag. Oh, it's got oats in it. And I need oats. But I also hate the mice, so let's lift this thing and get ready for all the mice to run around. Oh, there's one little sucker. Hey, dude. Can you get out of my feed, please? You're really gross. Ugh. Well, there was only two, so I'm gonna call that a win. They are hiding on the backside. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Go on. Ooh. We'll let the cat take care of him. He's kind of a dumb cat, so he doesn't always catch them. But I think he did this time. Good job, kitty. Everybody. There's the ones we just fed. There's the ones that we're moving. These guys are getting food next. So, hands down, this is the best way to move them when you got a little ways to go. I just jump on Carson, my old trusty man. I grab these two, and I just let Hank follow because he'll go anywhere. And Willie just likes to make that dark horse mad all the time. My sister-in-law's horse. I laugh at it. But here's Carson, just doing his job. Oh. Come on, ding-dongs. Come on. Let's keep moving. Oh, look at the boys just marching down the fence line. I'm much happier to have them out in that pasture than eating grass at home, so I'm really happy to have that done. Thomas and Ellie, they went out duck hunting this afternoon, so that's kind of exciting. That'll be Ellie's first time out this year, so I'm sure she's having a blast. And that also means we have time to work on the front porch project at home. Maybe we'll get close to finished. I don't know. Let's take a look.
What do you want to shoot at? Right in front of us. Hey, wait. Good girl, Ellie. Come on. Good girl. Drop. Good girl. You're stuck. Good girl. Like taking candy from a baby. Get up. Okay, go get him. Go get him. How many went? 28. Good girl. Come on, Ellie. Come on. Good girl. Come on. I'll run and go grab that other one. Good girl. Ellie, come. Heel. Good girl.
We are making great progress back at the house. The boys are out duck hunting, so I'm going to take this opportunity to work on our front porch. And tonight's mission will be getting those drawers in. So we're going to, I've already installed the tracks for the drawers. I already have the tracks that go on the drawers. So we're going to put them all in. We're going to mark all of the faces. We're going to flush mount the faces, then do our pattern on the front of it. And I'm going to use a trim board to create just a little pattern that matches the bench that we built. And I'm gonna mask all that out so that when my neighbors are sleeping, I can do my painting. Let's get this done. Screw holes in the cupboards that we're going to screw from the inside. Then I'm going to screw the face plates on from the outside so I can get them all square, because I'm working in a cabinet that's not square, and you can tell by the spaces I had to adjust my drawers. So we're gonna make do with the faces. You'll see how it ends up lining up. I know this isn't ideal, but it's a plywood cupboard, so doing the best we can here. It was an unsquare plywood cupboard. So anyway, so I'm going to pre-drill my holes that I screw in from the inside, so I don't have to mark for my faces and try to get it all straight. Then I'll know exactly where the holes are. I will mount all of the faces on, open them up, screw them from the inside, and take off the screws on the outside, and then we'll seal over the holes so you can't see them. So I'm going to chalk line my pre-drill holes. On, you can see what I mean by the uneven gap. These three drawers I tried to spread out the space, but this one I didn't get measured right, and it's supposed to be balanced in the middle, but honestly, it doesn't really matter, and I don't want a bunch of holes in my finish board, in my casing, so I'm just going to leave it, and I'm going to use the face to kind of balance that space out. So. wait, this one is number 2. Wait, nope, line. Number 6. Matches up with number 6. Okay, with the faces on our cabinet doors, now I'm wondering if adding a decorative finish to the front is going to be too much, too busy. I mean, I have these beautiful French doors beside it. Then I'll have these nice plain face cupboard doors. And my initial intention was to put a fancy face like this that I put on the bench on the drawers, but I don't know, I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be too busy. So I think I'm going to prime these and see what they look like, because I do want to put door pulls on them yet. So having like a square frame face and then a door pull, and there's 7 drawers. I don't know, I don't know. I was thinking it might just get a little bit busy. So I'm thinking if I just get a little bit of a nicer door pull, then I can totally skip the fancy face. I don't know. Let's get them primed and see what they actually look like. I think it might not be too bad. Now that they're primed and they're painted the color of the trim, I am really liking how these look without funky decorative faces or anything on them. Keep in mind, I still need to put doorknobs on all 7 of the drawers, so that will add a little bit of a character to it instead of them just being plain face, because you know, I have glass French doors and I have decorative faces on the front of my bench, so I don't want it to be too boring, like too stark, too different. So I think a fancy knob will just add that little bit of pizzazz that it needs without adding the actual like trim facing. Take a look how good these look. I just think they look so crisp and clean, and I don't know, to me they just look really nice next to these French doors. So I think that I'm just going to leave them plain like this instead of adding that face like that. I'm just going to leave them plain. Envision them with a nice knob or a door pull in the middle of each one, and that will add a little bit of that. Maybe pull some of the gold from here or something, that character, without taking away from my beautiful French doors. So I think we're gonna roll with that. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm happy with the color, I'm happy with the design. I mean, they could be a little bit more square, but it is what it is when you're working with plywood, 2x4s. I don't have every single tool that I need to make sure like my pilot holes are exactly perfect and stuff. There's a few spots where probably should have worked out my math one more time, but hey, it worked out. It's great. It's a plywood cupboard with 2x4 studding, so I'm gonna call it happy. With that, Thomas has gone to bed a little while ago, so I'm gonna go to sleep now too. It's fun doing this project with you, and as Dad would say, see you the next time I look at ya. Good night!